I told you months ago, and I received so many angry emails, and now we know that it's true, that Melania Trump, the wife of Donald Trump, worked illegally in the United States. We now know, and it's not to pat myself on the back, the evidence was there. Corporate media, they talked about it a little bit. They forgot about it pretty quickly. Trump campaign dismissed the entire thing. We now have confirmation that Melania Trump was paid for 10 jobs in the United States that occurred before she was legally allowed to work in the United States. This is from documents that have been provided to the Associated Press. She received a green card in March of 2001 and became a citizen in 2006. She has always maintained that she came here legally and never violated the terms of her immigration status. However, it turns out that indeed she was working here before she was authorized to work. She came to the U.S. from Slovenia in 1996 on a B1, B2 visitor visa, and then obtained an H-1B work visa in October of 96. The documents show that prior to obtaining the work visa, she worked 10 jobs. I don't know what to say. I'm flabbergasted. Donald Trump, the candidate who says we're going to have borders here, we're going to build a wall, we're going to only have people who come in legally and are here legally and are working legally, we're going to get all the criminal illegal aliens out. Lock her up, right? I mean, that's the whole trumpeter thing. Lock her up. Illegal is illegal, and Trump wants to lock up the criminal illegals. Melania Trump was here. She was working, and that was illegal, Pat.
Well, it's funny because Melania Trump this weekend also announced that as First Lady, her top priority would be to combat cyberbullying, an issue where her husband is the chief, right? So, yeah. I mean, there's no opposition from us on the left about either of these issues, but when your husband is the person portraying these as wrong, it's really contradictory.
The bottom line is that for Trump supporters, illegal immigrant is a racial category. It's not a legal one. You're an illegal immigrant if you look a certain way, if you come from certain countries. Models from Slovenia, Pat, married to billionaires. There's nothing illegal about that. We're talking about a cultural and racial designation.
Well, to be fair, I mean, you can't really build a wall between the United States and Slovenia,
no,
so
that
I
would
think
be
it's acceptable.
Inconvenient. Although my guess is if you went out and surveyed Trump supporters and you said, do you support building a wall between the U.S. and Slovenia, the number of yeses would be shockingly high. And probably some Democrats too. I mean, I don't want to be completely partisan here, but I'm sure there are people who would support building that wall, a wall that is physically impossible to be built. So, day before the election, I've been telling you about this for months. It's everything that we have been suspecting about this work situation has been proven to be true. Melania Trump, one of those, quote, criminal illegals that Donald Trump says should never be allowed here in the first place and must be deported via a deportation force. Always a double standard, not too far behind when it comes to the Trump campaign, huh?